Hey guys, Mobile Geezer here, and as you can tell by the images behind me, this is dealing with a cyber attack, and this is mostly aimed at enterprises since it's aimed at Amazon Web Services customers. But since I'm committed to letting you guys know about these cyber attacks, and some of you may even work for companies that subscribe to AWS and don't have proper security, which is where this story starts from. And this one is on Tech Radar and it came out yesterday. So let's take a look at it.
Let's do this!
AWS customers hit by major cyber attack, which then stored stolen credentials in plain sight by Syed Fatih. At least I think that's how that name should be pronounced. Forgive me if I got it wrong. Many sites were misconfigured, allowing hackers to exfiltrate sensitive data, and that's the key. The sites themselves were misconfigured, which means it's not Amazon's fault, it's the customers that didn't get their sites configured securely. So let's drop it into reader view. Misconfigured cloud instances have once again been abused to steal sensitive information such as login credentials, API keys, and more. So misconfigured cloud instances, that would be on the customer side, not on Amazon's side. This time around, the victims were countless Amazon Web Services customers who don't seem to understand the shared responsibility model of cloud infrastructure. In other words, even though you're buying the service from Amazon, you're responsible to make it secure for yourself, just like everybody else is responsible to make it secure for their companies. In August 2024, independent security researchers Noam Rotem and Ram Lankar uncovered vulnerabilities in public sites that could be abused to access sensitive customer data, infrastructure credentials, and proprietary source code. Selling the data on Telegram. Further investigation determined French-speaking threat actors possibly linked to Nemesis and Shiny Hunters hacking groups were scanning millions of websites and using the vulnerabilities to extract sensitive data. The information pulled this way included AWS customer keys and secrets, database credentials, Git credentials and source code, SMTP credentials for email sending, API keys for services like Twilio, Binance, and SendGrid, SSH credentials, cryptocurrency-related keys, and mnemonics and other sensitive access credentials. In other words, none of this stuff was configured correctly for security. Some victims were identified but not named in the report for obvious security reasons. The miscreants were then selling the archives in a dedicated Telegram channel, earning hundreds of euros per breach. Good, since they will probably need the money for legal counsel once they're arrested and tried. Yeah, they kind of exposed themselves by using a dedicated Telegram channel, which is probably pretty traceable. Our investigation has identified the names and contact information of some of the individuals behind this incident, the researchers said. This may assist in further actions against the perpetrators. Rotem and Lonkar reported their findings first to the Israeli Cyber Directorate and later to AWS Security. The two began to take immediate actions to mitigate the risk, although AWS stressed that the vulnerability was not in the system, but rather in the way customers were using it. In other words, the customers weren't getting their security right. The AWS security team emphasized that this operation does not present a security concern to AWS. Rather, it is on the customer side of the shared responsibility model, a statement that we fully agree with, VPN Mentor said in its report. Cybersecurity pros are constantly warning about cloud misconfigurations being one of the key reasons for breaches. Ironically enough, hackers don't seem to be heeding these warnings either, since the researchers found all of the stolen files in an unprotected AWS database. So the hackers stole the information and then put it in a database that wasn't secure itself, which is hilarious. Data harvested from the victims was stored in an S3 bucket, which was left open due to a misconfiguration by its owner, it was said. The S3 bucket was being used as a shared drive between the attack group members based on the source code of the tools used by them. Ultimately, AWS reported handling the issue on November 9th. So, like I said, even though it's an enterprise thing, I still thought I should bring it to you guys. So, as always, comments are welcome. Thanks for watching.
And remember, if you like my content, please share the videos with friends, family, or whomever you think might be interested. Subscribe if you haven't already done so, and be sure to click the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos that I upload. And please hit the thumbs up, as it does help with the algorithm.
So there's one other thing.
We all do better when we love each other.
Yeah.